रोशनी का कारवां।
This podcast is brought to you by Score Foundation.
ये है रोशनी, रोशनी, रोशनी का कारवां, रोशनी। Eyeway, ये है रोशनी का कारवां।
Hi, my name is George Abraham and welcome to Eyeway Conversations. My guest today is Arjun Ghosh from Kolkata. He is a student of law at the NUJS. Hi, Arjun, welcome.
Hi, sir. Good evening.
Let me first ask you, as a blind youngster, what prompted you to take up law as a career?
So, at the very beginning, I found that a lot of people, like especially visually impaired, they didn't get justice. Most of the people sometimes reject it by saying that you are visually impaired, we will not eligible for this job, and they don't sometimes follow the guidelines. With the visually impaired, not aware how we can proceed, and sometimes we fail to do as well because legal like case is best costly, So my interest, if I get a lawyer today, I can fight tomorrow for my fellow people who are suffering in such a scenario. As well as I am thinking, I will collect the necessary information at the grassroots level and want to contribute for the social justice in the overall, as well as I will stand up along with the collective social consciousness. So then I can deal in a better way.
You've gotten to NUJS, and it's a prestigious institution, one of the premier organizations, law schools in the country.
Yeah.
And it's a competitive process. So
Yes.
how did you prepare for it, and what was the admission process, and was it very expensive? Did you have the resources?
When I was completed my stint and standard at Narendrapur Ramakrishna Mission Blind Birds Academy, one day I heard that someone came from IDEA. IDEA is increasing diversity by increasing access to legal education. They came in our school to make kind of campaigning for legal awareness. We all went there and we were listening like how it would be helpful for visually impaired and where is the gap. There is also around 2-3 visually impaired. They were on that time studying BLLB. They told that we need people, and they also told on that time they can provide the funds. Even it is high expensive, still they will manage the fund if they select for IDEA scholar. So I was like super interested. I talked with IDEA director after the program. I told that I was really interested and I want to do something little different. I want to contribute in our society. And then they told me, Arjun, we have a process for selecting the student or like to be an IDEA scholar. For that, we will take a kind of test, meritorious test, which will determine whether you will be eligible for IDEA scholar or not. But unfortunately, it was very sad to me. I didn't qualify of their merit test. Then they have conducted again the same exam in my when I was in 12th. Unfortunately, I got selected. So then they have started to provide me the legal materials for common law admission test, which is organized by NLEO consortium all over the India. So they have given the syllabus, they have given to me the materials, books, etc., and admitted me in a career launcher, which is like basically provides the coaching for CLAT exam. I got at the very beginning Gujarat National Law University, which is in Gandhinagar. So I went there. I had a lot of challenges though on that time because my parents don't allow me to go there. They have a kind of view that there would be like nobody from my side and they will be not there. So how can I survive there? And again, I got the good news after a couple of days. It was around 15 that like I actually applied for in NUJS. So I applied there, and my name was pending. And after a couple of days, I got selected. So part that is my journey as a ideal scholar, and they have provided all my university's fees, stipend, and other needs as well. If I like ask to them, they try to fulfill that as well.
So IDIA, this is basically an organization which supports underprivileged students and students with disability, whether they are
Yes.
blind or any other disability, to
Yeah,
pursue
yeah,
a legal career. Is that correct?
yeah, yeah.
If you know of anyone with vision impairment who needs guidance on living life with blindness, please share the Eyeway National Toll-Free Helpline number 1800-5320-469. The number is 1800-5320-469.
So, Arjun, you also mentioned that you come from a rural background. So, tell me a little bit about your background. Where do you come from, and a little bit about your parents, and how did you lose your eyesight?
I was born in a very small village named Rasidpur in West Bengal, and I was born with a very like in a very poor family. My mother is housewife and my father is a van driver. After like couple of years, my parents realized that I was not looking very normal like other child. They are thinking that that might be some issue with my eyes. They consulted with some doctors in my village. However, they all told to my parents that you need to do surgery immediately. We don't have enough money to go in a very high profile private hospital or anywhere. We decided to go in medical hospital in Kolkata. We went there. We had a consult, and doctor also suggested again that it would be required to surgery immediately. They did, but the darkness come after that. I lose my vision immediately after my surgery. It was unsuccessful and due to medical negligence. I was in a dark sea. I was not able to know what I can do on that time. Even my parents also, they are also in the same page. After like 1 or 2 years, my parents admitted me in village school where I was doing my study. However, the sad things, I was not able to catch up with my friends because the child, they used to run up in the tiffin time. They used to play together, but I was somewhat like not able to cooperate with them. They are not taking me. I was sometime alone in the classroom or sometime alone in the outside of the classroom. I was sometimes started to cry because I was alone only. Nobody is taking me. But then my headmaster of my school, got in touch a social worker who is also little part in my village. He suggested me that there was a blind school. It's called Narendra Ramkrishna Mission Blind Boys Academy. Then I went there and I was admitted.
Tell me a little bit about how did life change when you joined Ramakrishna Blind Boys Academy in Narendrapur?
What I found in my school, there was not much acceptance and there was not enough awareness. My teachers, even they don't know what is braille, how it works. There is no special teacher. There is no enough support. They don't know how to deal with my needs. However, when I reached to Ramakrishna Mission, there was a special trainer. They know what is my needs and how I can perform better. So at the very beginning, I was so dull, and they started to give me training about the orientation, mobility, daily living skill. They started to teach me the braille. At the very beginning, I was facing little difficulties because not able to understand everything well. But slowly, I grow up and learn everything very well. And the acceptance was that there was all the people almost visually impaired. So I can cooperate with them, I can play with them, I can spend my time equally with them. I never feel ever in my Narendra Ramkrishna mission that I am alone.
Let's, Arjun, talk about your journey at NUJS. So at NUJS, what's the kind of support you get?
Yeah, so when I was admitted in National University of Juridical Sciences, I had a cultural shock because I never faced such a cultural background before in my life. I was stopped for a couple of days. It's not the only issue. I had a lot of challenges. Like I was came from vernacular language. I was not able to perfectly work in laptop because I never learned it before well. So therefore, I had a issue with communication with other my friends. When this gossip together, I was just listening, and when I started to speak with them, I was stammering. I was like, I was even not enough confident that what I am speaking it's okay, it's correct. Subsequently, I started to learn that things. I started to learn the computer. I started to learn the English in a very well in a competitive place, and my academic section they are really helpful. They have the accessibility lab, which is also cooperatively created by IDIA as well. It's called Asamnath Basir IDIA lab, where we have a scanner, we have a braille printer, we have some computer which is specifically fixed for visually impaired, where we have screen reader, other screen reader softwares, and the other reading application like Acrobat Reader, Bookworm, etc. And like apart from personally, when I reach out to other professor, they told me as well also that whenever you will face any difficulties, come to my chamber and we can discuss together about your issue. So when I face any challenges like a understanding or like any blackboard issue, I reach out to them and know what was the exact scenario there.
When you do courses in law, you also have to do a lot of internship. So, as a
Yeah.
blind person, as a blind student, was it easy for you to get internships? And what were the kind of internships you did?
So challenges was there when I got at the very beginning, like it was difficult to get a good internship. When I got the internship, I had another challenge in my mind that whether I will able to perform or not. Even it was happened at the very beginning when I started to do my first internship or second internship. So I got like a lot of internships so far, which includes under advocate, under research organization, under tier one law firm. At the very beginning, I had my internship under advocate Lognath Chatterjee in Kolkata High Court. It was really good. It was a litigation internship. Then I
Yeah.
had another internship under Chetan Anand in Delhi High Court. It was also went well. However, it was in online mode. This was like a virtual mode. They have given me like they assigned me the tasks in mail, and sometimes call me and give me the tasks, and I get back to them after certain part of time. Then I had a kind of research based internship, CTIL, Center for Trade and Investment Law. Here is also mostly they assign the tasks, and I research on that and get back to them. I had also project work around. I was a coordinator up there during the COVID time. People are suffering to go back in their home. Those who are a migrant worker, mostly they face these challenges to purchase a ticket, to get their food when they are in the way, and manage other stuff. I was the coordinator in Genius Society, where I was collecting the data from the other agent and like inserted everything in the Google Docs, updated every day. I was talking to people, those who needs the financial needs, might be in the other assistive needs. So I was always talking. I was talking around 100 people in a day, and try to update the same thing in a Google Doc. It was also really a excellent experience for me. After that, I realized that I can go in corporate sector. as because I also want to explore as well. My first internship under Khetan and Co. It was a tier one law firm in like all over the India. It has also office in Kolkata. It was really wonderful. I love the environment. I had a good talks every day. Then I had also one more internship in trilegal. It was also quite same experience. And after that, I had an internship, which was my dream at my like in my first year. Like I was started to see the dream in my first year. It was under Chief Justice of India, Justice D.Y. Chandrachud. So I was enough like lucky to get this internship. It was also really a wonderful experience to do such a prestigious internship under the Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, Chief Justice of India. Then right now I am doing another tier one law firm internship in Bangalore office. Nisit, it's called Nisit Desai and Associates. Overall, it was a really excellent and like good opportunity for me to explore the all the legal sector before joining in the practical field after completing the 5 year course.
I also noticed, Arjun, that you have done a lot of certification courses in between to add on to your law degree. Tell me a
Yeah.
little bit about that.
So, sir, I realized that the internship and the classroom understanding is not enough to learn the law. Law is a vast subject; it cannot be fulfilled in a one-side approach. Therefore, it's required to specialize on to course a specific subject, which will be helpful and create kind of developing concept specifically such for example IPR, corporate law. So that's why I like did a lot of credit codes, some certification like I on IBC, beyond the beyond the genders equality, and some others as well. Some good courses I have done so far.
So these additional courses that you do, is that also part of NUJS or you do it online with other bodies?
No, no. These all not are part of NUJS. Some of them part of NUJS, some other legal organization and like some website they have provided the course. For example, Lawsico, Loctopass, and some others as well like available out there.
So you work with them online.
Yes.
This is all about law so far. So how do you, Arjun, kind of recreate? How do you relax? Are there activities that you do which kind of refreshes you and makes you relax?
Yeah, so sir, I am a like book lover. I love to read the classical novel. Most of the time, when I get my spare time, I love to read the Bengali classical novel, and I also love a lot of adventurous novel. So, like whenever I get some space in my vacation and other time, I used to open Sherlock Holmes series. I used to open Harry Potter's, and I used to open some others excellent like nice novel like some others foreign writer, for example, Charles Dickens. And in Bengali, I love to mostly I love to read Saresh Chandra Chattopadhyay, Saranendra Bandyopadhyay, Vidyasagar, and Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay as well. And for detective story in Bengali, Satyajit Ray, Nihar Ranjan Gupta. So these are the book well, the writer who is I always love to read their books. Apart from I am a good chess player. So when I get a partner, I play chess.
Obviously, when you were at Narendrapur, you had a lot of friends.
Yeah.
When you moved to NUJS, did you actually find it difficult to make friends, or you stuck to your friends from Narendrapur?
Yeah, it's really sometimes challenging. I found many times there is lot of social accessibility issue in NUJs. I never feel in my Narendrapur Ramkrishna Mission that I was like alone or like I have a less friend. But when I came to NUJs, I realized that I have very some specific friend. Even they don't, I don't think they always understand me. They don't much empathetic of my needs. I found that my friends call me to other friends to visit or to walk out somewhere, but they don't call me many times. Most of the time, they don't call me. It sometimes feel me sad that due to my disability, they don't take me with them. And I also realize it's because kind of like lack of awareness as well. I understand everything, but it's happened actually. Very less friends. Sometimes it's difficult to make new lot of friends in NUJS. They
So,
all are helpful, but they are not empathetic. Sometimes I realize.
so the help is there, but there's no empathy.
Yeah.
To support our work with the blind and visually impaired, you can visit the donate page on our website www.scorefoundation.org.in. Please note www.scorefoundation.org.in.
In another year, you would finish your course. You would be eligible to become a lawyer. So,
Yeah.
how do you see your career going? Are you planning to join a law firm or start practice on your own, or are you looking at doing some kind of consultancy work? What's your idea?
So, sir, actually, in our university, we have a campusing opportunity. We have a day zero around month of August. I'll be trying my best to get my job. However, it's completely depend in the competitive markets. You may say in a competitive place. I'll try my best to do that. If I get a job, definitely I will go in corporate sector for the past 2 years because I needs to learn the law. I know I heard from people that whatever you will guys learn in the law school, it's nothing in the practical world. You need to learn by your practicing with advocates or in like a law firm. So I need the time to practice at the very beginning. So my first interest is to go in law firm.
And after that?
After that, definitely I will open my own place where I can speak up for the right to disability. I can fight for them, those who are suffering. I can make more awareness in the legal field. I can make the more inclusive society for us.
You've done a number of internships. During these internships, how did you actually handle your work?
So, firstly, when I went in their office, they have given some research, or mostly they have given some research work and drafting. They told me that Arjun, this is the task, you have to do that. And then I started to research and submit within the deadline. And sometimes they give some documents and told me to prove, to cross check it, to do the comment. If it is not accessible format, so I used to ask to them that this is sir, this is not accessible format. So if you can provide me the accessible copy order, so then I can go with that without any difficulties. Then they look and make it accessible for me. Sometimes they also consult with me that how it is possible. I share my thought and experience that how inaccessible document could be accessible format. So then definitely they have given extra time in such a scenario.
Well, Arjun, it's been wonderful talking with you, and it's nice to know that you have aspirations to be a lawyer and help your fellow disabled citizens as well as people who are vulnerable. It's good to know that you would like to take up legal consultancy in that area. So I'd like to wish you the very best, and thank you very much for talking to me.
Thank you.
Eyeway, ये है रोशनी का कारवां.
This podcast was brought to you by Score Foundation.
ये है रोशनी, रोशनी, रोशनी का रोशनी का कारवा।